Cop and/or family commits $120,000 welfare fraud. It hasn't been written up into a news article yet, but we busted Monroe County Sheriff Deputy Luis Gomez and/or his wife, Maria Quintero, in a $120,000 housing assistance fraud. As always, I want more documents to solidify this, but at this point I can no longer withhold these records, and feel compelled to publicly release this information. However, and the public records from different sources as well as Gomez's testimony all correlate perfectly. I have already contacted the Miami-Dade Housing Authority to report this fraud, and will be further contacting the appropriate law enforcement agencies this week, as well as to Gomez's department. Gomez is Homestead Officer Alejandro Murguido's neighbor and is a sheriff's deputy for Monroe County Sheriff's Office, i.e. the Florida Keys. Gomez witnessed the October 29 conversation between me and Murguido. Gomez then conspired with Murguido and Murguido's son to give false statements to the Miami-Dade Police Department, leading to my first false arrest. Gomez is married to a Maria El Quintero Campos. Latinas often use two surnames. She uses her maiden name and excludes his salary. They have been collecting money from the county for a decade now. As of October 2016, they had defrauded the county out of over $105,000. They still currently about $1,200/month, taking the total fraud to approximately $120,000. Here are the billing records. https://www.documentcloud.org//4113638 billingrecords.html. They started getting assistance in 2007, the same year Gomez got hired on full-time with Monroe County. This is seen in Gomez's record from the police officer database. https://www.documentcloud.org//4163314 Gomez Police Database. Maria claims to be unemployed, and living alone with her daughter, whose surname happens to be, that's right, you guessed it, Gomez. Here are those documents. https://www.documentcloud.org//4113633 unemployed and nom. Here is the letter where she claims her sole income is $130/month from her sister. https://www.documentcloud.org//4113635 letter claiming con. Here is the letter where she claimed she was making $250/week before being let go. https://www.documentcloud.org//4113634 letter claiming los. Here are the documents showing her full name. The address used on this document is 20308 Southwest 324th Street. If you look at the billing records and look at the most recent dates, you will see S&S Holdings is where the checks are going now. This address is right beside Murguido, and the tax records show that it is owned by S&S Holdings. https://www.documentcloud.org//4113637 full name and 20308. In deposition, Gomez, when asked his address during the 2012 incident, states it was 20307 Southwest 324th Street. This is the house across the street from Murguido. Gomez also claims that he rented it from a former Monroe County deputy. The tax records show the owner of this house as William Grove III. William Bill Grove was a Monroe deputy who ran for sheriff against Ramsey. When he lost, Ramsey retaliated against him. It is amazing what you can find online if you look. If you look back at the billing records, you will see the second most recent person getting checks in the September 2011 to October 2014 time frame was William Grove III. Here is the record claiming Maria also lived that address in 2012. https://www.documentcloud.org//4113636 handwritten 20307-. In deposition, when Gomez was asked who he lives with, at first makes a Freudian slip and says Mari, then he quickly changes his answer to his family. When my attorney asked him who is his family, he says wife and kids. Note here he says kids, which is plural, and further searching shows he has a son as well. His son is older and could be from a different wife. When asked his wife's name, he says Isabel. Did he just lie under oath? He also claims to be renting the house, but when asked if he or his wife pay the rent, he claims that he does not recall. Here is that clip of the deposition. https://www.youtube.com/watchVB=VB70-XKXA4K&T=3S. My people are pulling his personnel file to verify his marriage as well as his marriage license if we can find it. However, this is a pretty solid case. Gomez still might be able to slip out claiming he is basically retarded, and let his wife fall for it all. Further, he might actually be that dumb. But that would still raise the following questions. 1. Your wife is unemployed and your rent gets paid, you do not pay it nor recall paying it, and you are not curious as to how it gets paid as a husband and law enforcement officer? 2. Why did you lie under oath about your wife's name? Every year she has to recertify her income and the number of people living in the house. Every time she does that, it is another count of fraud, and every check is for more than $301, so is a count of grand theft. This is over 100 third-degree felonies, at up to 5 years each. Now the statute of limitations has probably ran out on some of these counts, but that is still a lot of felonies. There are also federal monies involved, so they may have violated federal law as well. Gomez is the only Monroe County Sheriff's deputy to shoot and kill a resident of the Florida Keys since the 1960s. Before anyone gets stupid and thinks that FSS 843.17 applies to this posting because of addresses, first, other than the deposition, these are all public records. Additionally, FSS 843.17 was struck down as being unconstitutional in Brayshaw v. Tallahassee. https://www.illegal.com/decision/infd code 201004330d70.xml. Further, Homestead even tried this trick on me, when they had an undercover call me and ask for a police officer's address, which I didn't fall for, but even the state attorney said it would not have been illegal if I had. See last paragraph. https://www.documentcloud.org/do/3234212 closeout memo.html. Think about that last one for a minute. These people hate me so bad, and want so much to put me in prison, that they had an undercover officer call me pretending to be a victim of police abuse. Then they tried to entrap me into exercising my First Amendment rights. LMAO. They are all beyond pathetic, and that includes a giant loser of a detective working for Homestead PD who set that up and goes by the name of David Matta, who probably couldn't figure out the law to save his life. Matta has made plenty of false statements under oath, so we will be reporting on him in the future.
You've heard the saying, you can't fight City Hall, but at least you can complain about it, right?
Well, no, you can't, say some South Florida residents who've been banned from speaking to the Homestead City Council. Why? The 19's Patrick Frazier has more in this 7 News investigation.
Dr. Eric McDonough's yard has a lot of fruit trees, and his wall has a lot of academic achievements.
The equivalent of a master's in organic synthesis and a PhD in inorganic thermochemistry.
Yeah. Living a few miles away, Kim Hill is also a college graduate, and like Eric, is a community activist in Homestead.
We begin to say, hey, we would like to be able to have body cameras to protect citizens.
Kim is a middle school teacher in Homestead and began to push the city council to buy body cameras for police after a Homestead officer killed one of his students' father.
We talked about transparency in government by allowing body cameras.
Eric says he was inspired to become an activist after a Homestead officer ran him off the road. Eric says he then saw the officer while walking in his neighborhood a few days later.
Demands that I stop right there. He said if I didn't stop, he would arrest me, and said he was going to show me you don't F with a cop.
This is a moral struggle.
Eric and Kim both began speaking at the Homestead City Council meetings, demanding changes in the city. Eric says they were not warmly received.
Mid-speech, Officer Wright, who was acting as the sergeant of arms of the meeting, approached me.
You asked me to leave? Yes, I am.
And said that he needed me to leave.
Eric says when he showed up at the next city council meeting, the same officer told him he was banned from City Hall. Eric said okay, and then...
Bye-bye. As I said bye-bye, I extended my middle finger.
After being flipped off, the officer responded.
Do me a favor, turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Officer Wright asked me to turn around, put my hands behind my back.
What am I being arrested for? Disorderly conduct.
I asked what I was being arrested for, and they told me disorderly conduct.
Kim says his verbal complaints about the police and his suggestions to fix the problems led to the same treatment.
And I was surrounded by 4 officers, and they escorted me on the outside. They said that I was being cited with trespass. How am I trespassing? This is a government building.
Eric says after he started complaining about the city, accusing them of, among other things, corruption, the city passed what they called a decorum ordinance, allowing the commission to ban anyone they feel is boisterous, impertinent, or slanderous. Eric says he doesn't think he's any of those, but he says the police and politicians do. Because of that, he says they've come after him.
I've been arrested 3 times now. All 3 times I was arrested had falsified arrest affidavits.
Eric thinks it's clear what's going on.
If anybody comes and says anything negative about the police department or the city, they get retaliated against, they get removed from the meetings.
Eric has now hired an attorney to fight the city.
You're allowed to give the finger, curse at police, as long as you're not encouraging others to cause a disruption.
Alan Greenstein says a city can't ban people from speaking at council meetings because the U.S. Constitution guarantees the right to speak out.
They certainly can't ban you from speaking, which is a violation of his First Amendment rights.
We wanted to talk to the police and the mayor about Eric and Kim's complaints. We were told no one would talk. Because, the spokesman wrote, this is a pending criminal matter. There's a lot more to this than meets the eye, and the city will have more to say when we're able to. Meaning, as of today, neither man is allowed to even walk into City Hall.
Today is me, but tomorrow it might be the little old lady. Tomorrow it might be the Hispanic. Tomorrow it might be the white veteran.
Banned, the 2 men say, not because of anything they did, but because Homestead officials didn't like what they said. I'm Patrick Frazier.
Need a car? Don't forget to stop by carmarshal.com, where you can scout through over 100,000 new and used car vehicles. Take a look around. Get you a new affordable car. carmarshal.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal, and there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know it's that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers. It's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself, 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, that old video, that's not working. They're not. They're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran on, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran on no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know the $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.